officially made it to Thursday, Del Marva. Ooh, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us on Coast Life. We are your hosts today. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. Hopefully you've had a chance to step outside, soak up a little bit of sun, let the spring warmth touch your skin a little bit.
Doesn't it just feel like it's full spring?
It makes you feel like a whole new person.
It does. And I didn't get outside as much as I wanted to yesterday,
Same.
but even the small things like taking my trash out, going to the store, I just felt like I can do this.
Everything's starting to bloom, like our daffodils are up, the
Yes.
hyacinth smells good. I'm like, we're live.
We're alive. Exactly. Leah has open-toed shoes on.
I do, it's true.
We're not going to show you.
Not going to see them,
That'd
not
be
for
weird.
free.
Not for free. You know how that goes. But yeah, so we are in a good mood here on Coast Life. Hopefully you are too.
Unless you're a TikTok lover, then you might not be in such a good mood.
Womp womp.
Looks like they're, something just passed
Yes.
for the possibility of banning TikTok.
Yes. Now look, we are not your political reporters, but
No.
what we know so far is this ban on TikTok has passed in the House. It might pass in the Senate, and then President Biden said he'll sign it. He'll ban TikTok.
That's what I heard.
And a lot of TikTokers are coming out and they're like, this is our livelihood, which I understand. But Leah, I'm actually not super concerned about this. How are you feeling though?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I mean, I think if TikTok got banned, I feel like, we would either just kind of revive Vine or come up with whatever American version of TikTok would be so that TikTokers would still be able to make money. I'm sure people that follow them would still support them on a different platform. I think their livelihood would still be intact as far as how they're making money. It might take a minute to kind of reset. But I mean, I feel like the problem with data stealing is that so many of us don't really know what that means, what that entails, what that encompasses. So we're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand it right now at all.
I don't either. I don't know what somebody does with all that information.
I need you guys to explain, because I'll support you, maybe, if I know.
Right.
But both sides are just, I don't know what's going on. So, I mean, we love TikTok. We have our TikTok Made Me Try It segment. We talk about it all the time.
I do too. I think it's a really fun platform.
Yeah.
I think it's a very creative platform. I think it's one of the last spaces where, you've got all these musicians and artists and people who maybe don't have a production budget still have a platform to be seen. So I think there's a lot of good creative points that go into TikTok that I think if you just swapped it out for another platform that people would probably gravitate to. I mean, I think it just kind of depends. People will follow the people that they like.
That's exactly it.
And I think like YouTube still is that platform. It's just because it's not as quick. It's not as fast.
It takes
a little bit. Yeah, it takes a little more effort on the consumer's part. So I think that's why it's not quite as popular, because I don't think its algorithm is as adept as TikTok's, which is frighteningly good.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad you brought up Vine, because I was thinking that same thing. Everyone was panicked when Vine was going to close down, and then we got TikTok. So it's kind of like you said, we're going to get some smarty pants who's smarter than us is already has the app made, and they are waiting.
They're just sitting there waiting.
Exactly, for TikTok to get banned, and all your favorite creators are going to be back on. What I don't want to see, and maybe this is being a little judgmental, but what I'm going to get really annoyed at seeing is TikTok creators like crying on TikTok, like, don't cancel it, this is my livelihood. Listen, like, I would be upset too if I lost my job.
Oh, sure.
I get it. But also, your job entails a different thing than the rest of our 9-to-5s. Yeah. Hopefully you pocketed some of that money you're getting.
Very true. And I mean, all of those skills, again, if you have a livelihood, it's because you have a following on TikTok. And so if you say, hey, with the potential of TikTok being banned, I'm going to start moving things over to YouTube. Follow me there. The people that like you and are dedicated to you, they will do that. So like, they're still going to come with you. They'll follow you where you go. And I think it's just a matter of making sure you've got all your bases covered. Now, if the goal is to become a TikToker or a TikTok star and you don't have that following yet, that's where I think the panic is setting in.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I think the people I'll refollow if it gets banned are the people who are like, all right, well, let's go Instagram, let's go next social media platform, instead of the ones that are just going to cry and woe is me. I'm just over that on social media completely. Yeah. So that's where I'm moving with.
All right,
cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Only time will tell.
Exactly. So, I mean, hopefully it sticks around, but I'm excited to see what's next. Yeah. We do want to talk about a couple things coming up really quick.
Yes.
Just so you don't forget, we'll talk about them later in the show too, but Ocean City, not Thanksgiving.
St. Patrick's Day.
Ocean City St. Patrick's Day. What season is it? That's coming up on Saturday. Leah and I are going to be there with Petey the Peacock. So
maybe that's where you got Thanksgiving. You thought bird,
turkey,
peacock.
I don't know what day it is.
But no, that's right. We're going to be out there. You'll see us in our little Coast Life jackets. We'll be wearing some green. So it's going to be so much fun. The Ocean City St. Patrick's Day Parade. And it's been a while, I think, since it's actually happened, or at least in full and in decent weather, hopefully.
Oh,
Fingers crossed.
Right now, meteorologist Bob Tryheat, I base everything
blame him
on what he says. Yesterday he had rain. Today he took it out, and he goes, at this point, he's like, I don't know. So
okay, well, hopefully it's not a downpour. That's what we're hoping for, because I think the last couple times it's either been canceled or it's been cold, or it's been, I mean, sometimes there's snow on St. Patrick's Day, so it's just, you never really know what you're going to get, but hopefully it's warm enough.
But I think Sunday's more what we'll have to worry about. I'm going good vibes for Saturday.
That's what we're going
the good old luck of the Irish.
That's right. Yeah. Don't forget, today is also Pie Day.
Oh, yeah. And we have some pie for you, don't we, Leah?
Yes. That's going to be coming up later in the show. So hold on to that little crumb.
2 different types of pie, too. Ooh. One is sweet, one is savory. That's okay. We got to stop giving hints.
Yes. Speaking of food, though, we also want to talk a little bit about how much money we spend when it comes to eating out at restaurants.
Sorry, we're going to make you feel guilty.
Yes, apparently, allegedly, the average American spends about $2,500 eating out at restaurants throughout the year.
I actually think this makes sense.
I think so,
It doesn't surprise me as much as I thought it would, especially with how much more, like, fast food is getting more expensive. And, I mean, think about it, too. Like, if you're going out, you're probably going out with maybe your significant other, so the bill automatically doubles. So I kind of get this. I wouldn't be surprised if my fiance and I together spend this much.
Well, and I think that, maybe like as a family. I mean, it says the average American, so I don't know if that means like as a family unit or just as an individual. But either way, I mean, I think you think over the course of the year, like you said, fast food is getting more expensive, but people's fast food habits maybe haven't changed necessarily, because you're like, it's cheap, but it's not as it was.
No, it's not.
And I think also if, you do a couple nice dinners throughout the year, those add up too. If you buy a bottle of wine, you buy a nice dinner, you do a couple of those throughout the year.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Or if you're a parent, I mean, my dad had 5 kids, or has 5 kids, so growing up, the bill was always pretty expensive. So, yeah, I think it actually makes sense. If anything, I'm surprised it's not more.
Yeah.
Although it might be more like if we look at this like this year, next year, and we're like for 2024, we probably spend a lot more.
True, and I also think because 2024, like people are ready to get back out there, sort of in full swing, full send. So I think a lot of people are going to be looking to spend money outside and having a good time and getting back to what our normal really truly is. I mean, I feel like we've said that for the last couple summers, but I think like this is the time that we really are capable of kind of going back to what our old normal was.
Yeah, it's go time.
It's go time.
It's go time, people. Order your pizza. No, don't. Save money. But do both. Whatever works.
Whatever works for you.
I don't want to put you in a hole.
Ooh, pizza. That would be a good pie for Pie Day.
Ooh.
Pizza pie.
Pizza pie. Leah's onto something.
Well, we've got a great show coming your way today on Coast Life. Here is what's coming up. It's Thursday, so we are spilling some tea, spilling some drama with our Spill the Tea, thanks to Spicy Tea Exchange.
And I just told you Leah's onto something when it comes to Pie Day. We have some great recipes for pizza pies and sweet pies, all the pies you need.
We're also sitting down and chatting with our friends at Preston Automotive Group to talk about their business alliance. All that and more is coming your way on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
I was feeling for lumps. I didn't feel them up, but when it got checked, and that's when I realized the situation I was in. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. BB was there for me, and their staff was brilliant. They was understanding. For somehow something that I didn't even understand, they understood me. Now that I look back, I could say they were there. Sometimes more understanding than my family, because they knew the answers. They really went beyond.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts, and you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 21st at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to SussexCountyHabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge, March 21st in Lewis.
It's time to celebrate our huge 25th anniversary now at Furniture & More Gone Coastal, and it's my style. Start with 25% off store-wide. Our 3-piece sectional now $17.99. 5-piece dining only $7.99. Choose a 2-piece outdoor set or our 4-piece outdoor living set, either $11.99. Adirondack chairs from $179. 30% off Bassett custom orders during our 25th anniversary sale at Furniture & More Gone Coastal, and it's my style. Look for our 2 new locations coming soon.
Are you having one of those days where everything that can go wrong does? Meet Preston, a normal guy with extraordinary bad luck. This is where the law office trap nickel steps in. We've got your back, even when you fall on it. Our skilled personal injury team is committed to defending your rights and converting adversity into significant compensation. Don't hesitate. Get the justice you deserve. The Law Office of Trap Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
How many times have you been through Lewis and seen this historical landmark behind me? Today on Coast Life, we're getting a bit of a history lesson with the Lightship Overfalls Foundation.
On Pilot Town Road in Lewis sits a floating piece of history. Vice President of the Overfalls Foundation, David Beck, shares his passion.
Well, it's one of 179 lightships that were built between 1820 and 1952. This one was built in 1938. It's now 86 years old. It served for the lightship service for 34 years. It's been here for almost 51 years.
Nice. So what is a lightship for those who don't know?
Well, a lightship is basically a floating lighthouse. It does all the things that a lighthouse does. It has a foghorn, it has a light, of course, it has a radio beacon, and like any lighthouse, it was expected to stay in place. The difference is that it floats.
Right.
And these were put out in shallow water areas, usually at the mouth of a bay or a harbor, where big shipping had to come in and not run aground. And these guys would guide them in the right way.
Awesome. Now, I know we're not in our summer hours yet where you guys have full tours and lots of fun to be had out here, but you do have some events and opportunities, especially for volunteers that you're looking for, right, that are coming up?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're always looking for volunteers. When I started this 10, 11 years ago, we had lots of volunteers, and we were open 5 days a week in the summertime. In the last couple of years, we were down to 4 days a week. So we're always trying to refill. Problem is our volunteers are all old guys like me, and some of them are getting too old to do this. So we're looking for younger people, more lively people to fill in. This is Lewis. It's a maritime town. It's always lived by maritime history, and its biggest industry in the early 1800s was shipbuilding. In the late 1800s, Menhaden industry kicked in, and that was around for 60, 70 years. That didn't end really until they built the ferry terminal in the 60s of this century. So there's a lot of maritime history just in this town, but also in the rest of the state.
That's right.
There are 2 dangers for these ships. Weather and collisions. These ships were expected to sit still, just like any lighthouse. So that meant if a storm came up, they had to sit it out, even if it was a hurricane. If there were because of fog, there were often collisions. There were more than 150 collisions for lightships over the history of these boats. So it was a tough duty for the sailors who sat on them. They had to deal with this every time the storms came up, especially. This thing would bob around like a cork. And inside, nobody was eating, nobody was sleeping. No. They were just hanging on for dear life. So it was tough duty. One of the ex-sailors many years ago wrote this poem, which reads, "When a sailor gets to thinking he's one of the best, let him ship out on a lightship and take the acid test. If he still feels like bragging, I don't think that all his tales will be of deep sea sailing, but of the ship that never sails.
Oh, so you think you start getting a little cocky? Put you out here on this light ship and see how you do.
Exactly.
Good game. There you go.
There we go. History runs so deep and a lot farther than Lewis, but also brings you right back to Lewis. But you guys have some events coming up. Tell us a little bit about the schedule that people can keep their eyes open for.
Yeah, for sure. The next one coming up is April 11th. It's a free dinner to anyone who's interested in volunteering. Nice. We'll be meeting at the Verdon Center down here at the University of Delaware, 7 o'clock. 6 to 8. 6 to 8. And it worked well for us last year. We picked up quite a few new volunteers, so we're trying it again this year. After that, April 18th is our next meeting, a monthly meeting. We will have a presentation by two of our ship guides who both worked on light ships.
Very cool.
When they were in the Coast Guard. So they have a lot of tales to tell, and the people should find that one very interesting. May 18th is National Maritime Day. We are organizing with the Lewis Historic Society and the Delaware River and Bay Authority.
Bit of a mouthful.
Yes, it is. And that will be held right here where we're standing. Vendors are asked to bring in information tables and anything they want. We have a ceremony for recognizing some of our members who have died in the last year. And after that, the Coast Guard and others will be doing demonstrations of life rafts and that kind of stuff as well.
Very cool. So a lot of ways that you can get involved with the Lightship Overfalls Foundation, but especially remember, if you want to get some volunteer hours or maybe you just want to help give back to your community, this is a great way to do that. And there's a lot of storytelling involved, I can tell already, when you get involved with Lightship Overfalls. But Dave, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I feel like I've already learned a lot, but when do those tours start up? So for anybody that hasn't been to visit.
Well, May 18th is National Maritime Day. The ship will be open that day. We will start a regular schedule Wednesdays through Sundays, and if we pick up more volunteers, we'll stretch it into Mondays. But right now, it'll be Wednesday through Sunday between 10 and 4 o'clock.
Perfect. You got that? You got it. All right. Well, Dave, thanks again. This has been so much fun, but we've got some more fun coming your way when Coast Life gets back.
It's Thursday, March 14th.
Here's what's coming up on Coast TV News at 5.
Facing a $4 million deficit, Rehoboth Beach considers raising property taxes. How the decision impacts every homeowner, not just visitors.
Plus, Ocean City's Reedy Island, a critical sanctuary for endangered birds, faces erosion. The ambitious plan to restore this vital habitat this spring, what this means for the environment, and how it uplifts our coastal community. Coming up on Coast TV.
To get the job done, you need the toughest, most comfortable workwear, and Vernon Powell has it on sale. Now through March 17th, take up to $25 off all work boots and 20% off Carhartt apparel during the work sale at Vernon Powell.
Who's your best friend now?
Our new boss. He wants to do things his way.
We are screwed.
Are you tendering your resignation?
The victim was a known pedophile.
They found another body. We're looking at the same killer.
Who goes after child predators.
Sergeant Bell, something's going on with Elliot. I thought you were an obstacle, but you're actually a gift.
Law & Order Thursday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Sometimes life can be a bit out of focus. So at Wink Vision Center, we have next day eye exams available so you can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop our vast selection of designer frames from Vera Wang, Tiffany, Maui Jim, and Under Armour. Already have a prescription? Bring it to us. Wink puts life in better focus, from improving vision to designer frames and quality customer service.
The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marvel Road.
You probably wouldn't know David Trone grew up on a struggling farm, cleaning hog pens and trudging to an outhouse in winter to till the farm was lost to the bank and David started a business to support his family. Then again, when you see all the bills David's passed to help struggling working families, maybe you would. David will keep fighting to give everyone a fair shake, refusing to take a nickel from PACs and lobbyists who wield such an unfair influence. Unlike most politicians, David only answers to you.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
To get the job done, you need the toughest, most comfortable workwear, and Vernon Powell has it on sale. Now through March 17th, take up to $25 off all work boots and 20% off Carhartt apparel during the work sale at Vernon Powell.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Coast Life, for over 40 years, Preston Automotive Group has been teaming up and giving back to the community in which they serve. And they started doing that for a very special reason, of course, the matriarch of the Preston Automotive Group. So joining us on the Coast Life couch today is Lisa Schmidt with Preston. Tell us a little bit of how this all got started.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. The matriarch of the Preston family is Miss Pansy Wilson. She was well known all over the entire Eastern Shore. She was about 4'10" and just a force to be reckoned with. She is the boy's mom. She's Dave Singer's mom, along with HG and Earl. And her theory on life and as far as business was, it's important for businesses to support businesses, build strong communities. And that's where we created the Preston Business Alliance program. It came from that. So I have a funny story to tell about her. She would always sell pies for her church. And Miss Pansy was, again, this little woman that would come in with her clipboard. And she would walk into the showroom with her clipboard and she would ask you, so Leah, how many pies would you like? And you ordered however many you needed for Thanksgiving. And so one year I said, Miss Pansy, my husband and I are going to be away. We really don't need pies this year. And she said, okay, so you would like 3? And I said, no, we're really going to be away. I really can't. I'm putting you down for 3. You can donate them. And off she went with her clipboard to collect orders from everybody else. So she would come in with a blood pressure cuff because she was a nurse by trade. And so she would take everybody's blood pressure to make sure we were healthy. We listened to her. When I actually saw guys when she would come in literally just reach for their wallet because whatever she was selling they were going to buy because she was either doing it for her church, she was strong in the March of Dimes, American Cancer Society. She just had a wonderful, wonderful spirit about her. And so we've passed that along into the Preston Business Alliance program. And that's where, again, businesses that support businesses build strong communities.
These are great stories.
I know. I mean, I know she was Dave Wilson Sr.'s mom, but really she was sort of the community's mom.
She was everybody's mom. She certainly was.
That's
awesome. She was great.
Tell us about the Business Alliance. Really, what is it?
So it's a program that we've developed where we have partnered with local businesses throughout the communities, and we offer them specialty pricing for all of their team, all of their employees. So we customize it for every business, and then it's a way that we know that they can shop from anywhere. They can buy, a vehicle from anywhere, but it also gives them an opportunity for service and for our sound effects. If you want to have wheels and tires put on your car, we have a company in Bridgeville and Lewis that does that. We also have a gym, so it gives them specialty pricing there. So we customize that just to give back to the community. So it's just our way of partnering with different businesses to offer that to them.
That's fantastic. And what does joining look like? How can you be a part of that?
So I would meet with the company and talk with them about what their needs are, how many employees they have. We would customize that, and then I add them to our website. And then they have a little code that they go in, and all their employees just put the code in, and they see what their benefits are.
That's awesome.
It's super simple.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from businesses that are a part of this program?
They're really surprised because there's no cost to it. There's, we're just asking. We know you can buy from anywhere. Just we want to give Preston a shot. Give us the first opportunity for it. We also do mobile service, and that's huge because everybody's time is so important. We have wonderful service departments, and we've got TVs and snacks and all kinds of stuff. But most of the time, people are just like looking at their clock, it's time. So we come right to your doorstep. We come right to your business. We come right to your home and bring our mobile van that looks like an ambulance, and and we service your car right there. So awesome. People love that, and businesses love that because it saves them time and their employees. They're not spending time, running back and forth to our service department. Yeah.
Lisa, I want you to touch on one more thing really quick. You just mentioned, you said there's no cost. I was going to ask you, what's the fee look like? But it's free to join.
It's absolutely free.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely free. It's our way of giving back to the community. city.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
great.
We know Miss Pansy's looking down on us.
Yes, yes, I'm sure she's proud because, I mean, you guys really do. I mean, literally every month there's something that Preston is teaming up with or donating to or helping fund research with. Like, you guys are awesome.
Community is one of our core values, and that's really, really important to us. So
you can tell. It's very authentic. It's you can tell it really comes from the heart.
And we are really, really proud of that, too.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. And I mean, I think, again, surprising probably for a lot of people from an automotive group where they're like, man, what's the
catch?
Yes.
What's the catch? No catch. No. So that's it. Yeah, we're really, really proud of it. Right now we have 28 businesses. So you can go to PrestonBusinessAlliance.com and you can see all of our businesses. And if you would like to join, you would just contact me and I'll be happy to meet with you.
Perfect. How can they contact you? That same website?
Same website, or you can, I have my phone number, which is 410-310-4114, and you can just reach out to me.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Lisa Schmidt with Preston Automotive, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about the Business Alliance and the advantages that come along with it. Don't go anywhere though, because coming up on Coast Life, we got some movie plans for you. If you're making some weekend ideas with the kids, we got the movie for you to go check out that's on the way.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey, Dad, can you take out the trash?
No, son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Peninsula Home Care proudly serves the beautiful communities of Delaware and Maryland. With a team of compassionate nurses, therapists, and social work at your service. We are here to help you regain your strength and independence right in the comfort of your home. Our team actively engages in our community, including ongoing education with our partners. From hospital to home, Peninsula Home Care is your hometown home care, right by your side since 1985.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
Get live satellite and radar. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
All new Drew.
It's Drew versus Aquafina. Lamb shank versus cottage cheese. Who will face their culinary foes?
Cheers. Cheers.
Friday at noon on Coast TV.
Leah, can you believe there's already been 4 Kung Fu Pandas?
It is hard to believe because I feel like, I don't know, the first one came out when I want to say like maybe end of high school, early college, and like we saw it, we were like, oh, this might be kind of cute, but it was actually amazing.
It's one of those movies that people are like, oh, kids movies, and then all the adults love it.
But it's actually right, like it's perfect, and I mean, I love Jack Black.
He doesn't.
And I just remember like the greatest animated visual joke in the first one was when his adoptive father is a goose.
Yes.
And when he's like, son, you're adopted. And like, he's like, I'm what? And then the look on the goose dad's face is like,
You didn't know?
But right, like how they animated such shock into a goose.
I love it. It's such
perfect.
I love it because that kind of humor is what older people are going to get. So this is kind of the perfect movie to take your kids to because you'll get a kick out of it.
Yep.
They'll get a kick out of it, and a punch, and whatever else is kung fu. Yeah. But it has comedy, it has good family undertones in it, and it also has some action. And Leah, we're going to take a look at some of that action right now.
Oh, wow, look at the time. Remember we have to do that thing down by the place with that guy?
Did you actually think you could grift a meal out of me?
There's gotta be some sort of misunderstanding here. And apparently I'm the one misunderstanding. Please allow us to pay for our meal and yours too.
I'm only hungry for...
Dumplings?
Vengeance.
Well then, come and get it.
No, don't come and get it.
Destroy them!
Skadoosh. I've never said that in my life. No. Skadoosh. Apparently it's a big thing. I didn't know. So good news. You can take your kids to see that tonight.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
That's right.
This weekend. So you have some plans, especially maybe even Sunday if that rain hits.
Oh, yeah.
Go skadoosh over to the movie theater. The kids are watching this like,
I think that works.
please.
They're like, stop. Oh,
Stop,
no.
Mom. Turn her off. Yeah.
But we don't want you to miss some drama. Ooh. We've got a little tea to spill when COASTLIFE gets back.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Your dirty vents may be telling you something. Pounds of dirt, dust, and contaminants are trapped in your air ducts. That's why you need a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We've been cleaning air ducts the right way for over 25 years. Our NADCA certified technicians and powerful equipment clean your entire system, extracting the dirt into our trucks, removing it from your home completely. For better indoor air quality and improved HVAC efficiency,
call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Immerse yourself and experience Lord's Mercantile in our award-winning garden center. Venture our 5 acres and find a wide variety of plants and much more. For 45 years, our sales team has helped our customers find exactly what they want. While you're here, visit Lord's Mercantile next door. We carry a wide variety of gifts, home decor, treats, and more. From trendy to classic, we have something for everyone. Check us out online and on social media. Shop and sign up for the Lord's Loyalty Program and join our Lord's family today.
This particular house, the Parker Group found it for us, and it just fit perfectly. They always had solutions. You'd call with a problem, and they'd address it immediately.
They're accessible. I mean, I think that's probably about the best way to put it. They're constantly getting back to us and letting us know, we have it, we're working on it, and we'll get back to you.
So between emails and DocuSigns, we were able to do everything remotely, and we could have even closed remotely. So they really showed us exactly what we were looking for.
Shop fabulous, fun fashion at Twyla Farrell's in Lewis. Discover stylish and comfortable clothing and shoes from designers you know and love. For all budgets, shapes, and sizes. From head to toe, you can complete your look at Twyla's. We believe in building lasting relationships and always offer honest fashion advice. Come visit us for a unique shopping experience at Twyla Farrell. Open 7 days a week on 2nd Street in Lewis.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Spill the Tea is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
All right, if your life's getting a little boring, we're gonna spice it up.
That's right.
Spill the tea.
All thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach.
We
so
love
if you
them.
got a tea lover, a cook who loves to play around with spices and flavors, then you know that the Spice and Tea Exchange is where you gotta go.
Exactly. Or maybe you just want a really cute tea kettle, teapot.
Great tea accessories.
The best.
The tea infusers are so stinking cute. They've
So
had like
cute.
a little ladybug one that I've been eyeing for a long time.
You have to get it.
I know.
That's cute. Go stop by.
Yes, check it out.
All right.
But we're
Right
going to
now.
check out some of this tea. So here's what we're drinking while Paige gets ready to tell us what figurative tea we're spilling.
Exactly.
So today we're going to be drinking the Bonita Peach Rooibos herbal tea.
Okay.
This tea combines green rooibos from the red bush plant with summer fruits and flowers to produce a refreshing caffeine-free blend. It's delicious, served either hot or iced.
Maybe on a good day like today, when you don't want that afternoon caffeine kick, but you just want some nice, refreshing tea.
Yeah, maybe start brewing it now. You can have a little after dinner.
All right, perfect. Well, we have a little relationship/family drama to tell you about while Leah pours our tea today. So,
there we go.
Young lady, 23 years old, writes in talking about how she was with her boyfriend for a while. They broke up. It was completely amicable, right?
Yes.
They both decided we're going to break up. They lived together, though, at the time.
Yes.
Now, they still live together. She says it's going fine. You know, I'm sure as fine as living with an ex can go.
Yep.
However, this lady's mom never really liked the guy, even when they were dating. Now, according to the woman who wrote in, all she says is the mom thought that maybe he had like some bad influence, things like that. We don't know what that could be though, or how serious that is. Could be nothing. The person who wrote in makes it seem like not a big deal. So the mom doesn't like that, the boy at all. Now that they're broken up, she's like, why the heck are you still living together? Kind of was my question too.
Valid concern from mom.
But life can be expensive, or anything can happen. So not our business. Well, kind of is. They wrote in, so it is our business now.
Making it our business.
Right. But now the issue is not with the ex; it's with the mom. This mom is bringing it up in every conversation she has with her daughter. The daughter will share good news, bad news with her mom that she wants to celebrate, or she wants her mom to be there for her. She kind of finds a way to circle back to the ex again, and it's really getting bad on their relationship. I guess finally this young girl lashed out at her mom. Now her dad's mad at her.
Yeah.
Don't talk to my wife that way. It was a whole debacle. So really, that's all she said. I think we're just supposed to guide her through what's next.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of tricky. It's a sort of complicated, turmoil-y situation. I think that, you know, she had said that I think she was mostly mad at her mom for attributing like her happiness and her success to something that her ex had done, where she was like, well, are you sure you want to do that? Or is that just something your ex wanted you to do and you're happy about it? So like,
no one wants to hear
that
that.
gets very confusing, especially
Yeah.
because the writer is young. She's what, 23, I think? So
yeah,
you know so much and so little at 23.
It's true. No, it's so true.
And it's hard to navigate. I mean, I think you can always apologize. If you feel guilty about your tone with somebody, you can always apologize for that while your point still may stand.
I think that's 100% a very good point. Look, here's the thing is I kind of am going, if we had to take sides, with what information we know, I'm actually kind of going to go the mom's side. And the only reason is, you're right, like, so I'm 27, 23 wasn't that long ago, but man, am I different. And I will never support openly, like really, really support you living with your ex. It has to be really certain circumstances. And I know my mom, for example, if there's something that she doesn't feel right in her brain, she's going to bring it up. And it's not out of a pushing, it's always out of a concern. I know that now.
Yes.
I didn't know that at 23.
No, you don't. And I mean, it's always hard to hear. I mean, I think no matter what age you are, when you think something and your mom knows better or thinks she knows better and, you know, wants to tell you, hey, I know better because I was your age once.
Exactly.
And I know that it's almost always coming out of a place of concern and love. So I think maybe you don't necessarily have to apologize for the things that were said, but the way that they were said, and then maybe just move from there, because it's possible that mom might also have some things to apologize for.
And really think about what she said. I think that just any 23-year-old, think about what your mom is saying to you. That's the best life advice I can give.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's take a sip of this.
Okay. I tried some earlier. It's
I
very,
saw that you did.
I
Yes.
couldn't help myself. It's very light, very refreshing.
Ooh, perfect for a day like today.
Not
Yes,
bad, right?
as the sun starts to stay out a little bit longer.
I might put some cream in it.
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy. Go to Spice and Tea Exchange. A great day to walk on Rehoboth Avenue and check out your local shops, especially Spice and Tea Exchange. There we go.
Right. But if you're looking for less drama in your life, you're not going to find any at your happy place. So let's take a look at this week's happy place of the week.
Explore unparalleled luxury living at 123 Main Street, Smyrna, with a custom-built estate boasting 4 beds, 2.5 baths, and 14.9 acres of natural beauty. Don't miss the open house on Sunday, March 17th from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m., featuring over 200 blueberry bushes, a chef's dream kitchen, and horse stables for the equestrian enthusiasts. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Get ready, Delmarva. It's Truck Month at Preston Ford. Visit us at the Preston Autoplex and explore our huge inventory of over 200 F-Series trucks. This month, you could get $11,000 in savings on a new F-250. Experience a hassle-free truck buying process with Preston Ford. Browse and select your truck on our website and leave the rest to us. And if we don't have the truck you need, contact us and we'll help you build the exact model for your needs. Take advantage of the Truck Month sales event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars and trucks cost less in Preston.
With this open floor plan, I can really stretch my hamstrings. Feel the burn, Hammy. I could really go for a snack right now. No! Keep exploring. One small step for man, one giant roll for Hammy. So many bedrooms. Never skip leg day. With all this room to run, I feel like the belle of the ball. Hammy is on a roll. Summer body, here I come.
Vision loss can be gradual, and your elderly loved ones might not realize how compromised their vision has become. There are some simple ways you can help. Clear all pathways in their home to prevent accidents. Label items with bright colors and make sure those items stay in a designated place. When you need help, consult with a professional in-home care provider. Home Care Services can set up a safety plan, assist with running errands and other tasks that might be difficult for them.
To learn more about Home Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Persino Wells and Woodland specializes in estate planning and elder law. It's the only thing we do. We help Delaware families create estate plans that work because to us, a true estate plan is much more than documents. I'm Michelle Persino Wells.
And I'm Amber Woodland. Estate planning helps families protect their assets from the cost of long-term care, provide for their loved ones, and simplify the tasks to be completed after their deaths. We help families plan today to protect their families tomorrow.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Coast Life, like we've been saying, today is Pie Day.
Yum.
And earlier in the show, I was singing, remember, I was like, ooh, fingers crossed that we're gonna have some pizza pie.
It's the Italian Rizzo blood.
I love pizza, what can I say? So lucky for us, we are hanging out with Chef Frank Grantio. Thank you so much for having us in your home.
Yes. Well, benvenuti nella mia cucina. So today, yes, we do have Pie Day.
Yeah.
We have a couple of surprises for you.
All right, well first, before we even get into the pies, tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to our viewers.
Well, this is a second career for me. I spent a lifetime in the information technology field. Very nice, but my passion was always cooking. Our daughter, who grew up in an Italian home, got the pastry bug. She went to culinary school as part of her college curriculum. And she came home from school wearing her uniform for the first day, and I said, oh my gosh, you're living my dream. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Cute.
So coincidentally, I was taking a conversational Italian class at Anne Arundel Community College. I go there to pay the bill. I'm expected to pay $150. The lady behind the counter says, well, that'll be $7. And I said, $7? She says, yes, you're in a different age group. So I said,
that was sweet of her.
It was very delicate. So I came home and I said, guess what, guys? I'm in a different age group. So right then and there, I decided, well, I'll just go to culinary school just to fulfill a lifelong dream. And that was back in 2019.
Wow.
Before the pandemic, obviously. So that's my story. So then I retired from the information technology field, and now I'm acting as a private chef instructor. We moved down here full time, and It is so enjoyable to cook in the kitchen every day.
And well, thanks for having us in your home and teaching us, hopefully, how to cook a little bit.
Exactly. I think we want to be you when we grow up.
Yeah, we do.
So
Even better.
let's dive into what we're going to be making today. So tell us a little bit.
Well, before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the underlying genesis of the cuisine we're talking about here. So you've heard a lot about blue zones. It just so happens, and there's no coincidence, that there are 2 blue zones in the Mediterranean, Sardinia, Italy, and Icaria, Greece. So those 2 islands and their cuisine match up very well with Mediterranean cuisine. You hear a lot about Mediterranean cuisine, Mediterranean diet. Well, the Mediterranean diet and blue zone diet. Blue zones are basically where people live longer, happier, healthier.
Right.
And that's same way in the Mediterranean. And the Mediterranean, it's more than a diet, it's a lifestyle focused around family, the kitchen as the center of the universe, community, things of that nature. It is Pie Day, good transition. So what we're doing today, I spoke yesterday with your folks and said, well, you needed something for Pie Day. So I quickly called an audible. I said, you know what? If you're Italian, what is the ultimate pie?
Pizza pie.
There you go, Leah.
We're going to build a pizza on the air. So no mistakes, please.
I can't promise that.
So we're going to make a pizza. We'll get it in the oven. And I also have a very special dessert called a pasticciotto. Pasticciotto is a little handheld Italian pie. So pizza pie, little
dessert pie. Perfect.
Dessert pie. So let's get started.
Yes. All of my
So
sleeves up.
if you're making a pie, you're going to be pushing it out with your fingers.
Right. Ooh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it feels weird.
So what I suggest you do, one of you can throw the sauce on. You don't have an apron, I think.
You got the sauce.
Wear the dark colors.
Yeah.
Start in the middle and spread it around.
This is a very important job, Leah.
Oh gosh.
Very important.
The pressure.
I know.
It's very simple. It's a very simple pizza here. We're just going to make a pizza with cheese.
All right, I like the sound of that. Nothing wrong with a cheese pizza for Pie Day, you know?
Cheese, just spread it out.
All right.
Start in the middle and push out.
Okay. I'm not promising it's going to look beautiful, but
it doesn't have to look beautiful. It's going to eat just the same.
Perfect. That's what I say every time I cook for my fiance. I say, here you go. It doesn't look good. I actually don't know if it's going to taste good either, but it should taste better than it looks.
So I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm doing this.
You're good. No, handle it.
He saw our skills.
That's right.
He was like, take it from here.
I would say pizza stone is a must. And a ripping hot oven, 550. And most home ovens will go that high. And we'll just slide that baby right in there.
This looks and smells heavenly, but it's a little bit hot right now, so we are going to let that cool. And while it does, we're going to prep our taste buds for not only the savory pizza, but a little sweet pizza on the way. That's when we get back.
It's Thursday, March 14th. Here's what's coming up on Coast TV News at 5. Facing a $4 million deficit, Rehoboth Beach considers raising property taxes. How the decision impacts every homeowner, not just visitors. Plus, Ocean City's Reedy Island, a critical sanctuary for endangered birds, faces erosion. The ambitious plan to restore this vital habitat this spring, what this means for the environment, and how it uplifts our coastal community. Coming up on Coast TV.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Kids Catch, where their experience begins. Let their imagination run wild as they play, entertain, create, learn, explore. Play like a kid. Kids Catch on 2nd Street in Lewis.
And Tide Pool toys and games in Bethany, Fenwick, and now Rehoboth.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
We are back with our friend Chef Frank, and we just told you a minute ago the pizza is cooling. We can't wait to eat it. But first, Leah, we talked about this yesterday on the show. If I'm going to eat something a little salty, I need something sweet afterwards. So we have a dessert pie for Pie Day. I'm calling it a pie, but Chef Frank, what is it?
Well, it is a pie. It is a little pie. It's a pasticciotto.
Okay.
So it's an Italian handheld little pie. It's a nice short dough, sucre dough, filled with pastry cream.
Yum.
Absolutely delicious. And I remember watching your show yesterday. You were sweet, you were savory.
That's
Is
right.
that
Sweet,
okay.
salty, and so
That's right. I was
perfect
like,
conclusion to our great debate.
Yep.
So you're going to have pizza for dessert, and you will have the pasticciotto as an entree.
You get
All right.
it, exactly.
So the way I usually serve this is dust it with a little powdered sugar, and you'll notice I'm gloving because I'm handling things that people are going to eat. So the big unveil.
I don't think I've ever tried this. Have you?
No, I haven't.
I'm so excited.
Pasticciotto.
Pasticciotto.
Yeah,
Perfect.
very, very good.
Oh, thank you.
Bravo.
Perfect. Well, I think it's time to eat the pizza too, right?
We want to
Leah?
eat the pizza first?
Maybe we'll kind of do one and one. How
You
about
pick.
that?
Let's do
Why
it.
don't we take the pizza, put
Okay.
the pasticciotto on the pizza, fold it up, and eat it that way.
Now we're
How's that?
talking salty
Now
sweet.
we're talking, right?
Thank you.
Oh, look at that beautiful dough. Look at that. See that?
Yum.
It smells so good.
Don't even get me started.
Thank you.
Crust is
Perfect.
crusting
Okay,
exactly right.
as we say in my house, and boca al lupo,
And boca a lupo.
which as bravo
Thank you.
means in the mouth of the wolf,
Oh.
which can mean anything from good luck to bon appetit. So,
Okay.
and boca al
Well, let's try this
lupo.
first thing
All
together
right.
and do a little cheers action.
Here we go.
Boom. Mmm.
Heard that crunch, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
This is the perfect way to celebrate Pie Day. If you're not doing it this way, you're not doing it right, I'm telling you.
Pie Day is my favorite day. Oh yeah, this is really good. I always make the mistake. I always eat a bigger bite than you, and then I can't talk. Oh my gosh.
I tell you what, while they're chewing, I will stretch this out a little bit. This is a beautiful dessert. So the pastry cream is kind of a standard recipe. You know, eggs, cream, milk, cornstarch for thickener on the stove, and then you can you make the dough. You can bake the dough, and then you can pipe the cream right into it, cover it up, bake it a little bit more, and it all stays in there. So
Awesome.
I was gonna wipe off any sauce I have on my face, but I think I'll wait.
I think we're just
Let's see.
dive into the next one.
No,
too.
you look good.
Okay,
you look
thanks.
good.
In case I get powdered sugar on my face.
Right, yeah.
So-
2 for 1.
Yeah.
So here is your sweet.
Lovely. Thank you.
The
That's
chaser.
exactly what I need. Man, that pizza's good.
I know.
I already had 3 bites while he was talking.
I know.
I'm like hiding it while he's discussing.
Well, I tell you what. While you're eating that, I'm going to eat this.
All right,
idea. Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. Cheers again.
Cheers again.
Oh, you know, I have to agree with you. This is really good. If I do say so myself.
This
So I
rocks.
said, so the pizza was the perfect way to kick off your Pie Day, but this is the perfect way to finish off your Pie Day.
Exactly.
So what do you think about that?
This is amazing. The texture's
not-
perfect.
Yeah, it's not like overly sweet. It's not overbearing.
not.
It's just
And that's
like
a good point because, excuse me,
We all do it.
Italian and even Greek desserts, my wife is Greek, are not overly sweet. And because that just, flavors have to be even, right? So you want a nice mix of sweetness that doesn't overtake the actual flavors.
It's perfect.
And I don't know if anybody knows that in almost any baked good, you always put a little bit of salt. So you don't get the salty taste. What the salt does is help distribute the flavors. So I can always tell when I eat a dessert if it doesn't have salt.
Good point.
Because you get this level of sweetness and then it goes away. But if you put a little salt in there, the flavors are distributed and the flavors linger on your palate.
No, this
So
is
just
perfect.
a little fun fact to know and tell.
This
Always
is
a little
perfect.
bit
Yeah,
of
I love
salt
All right, well,
in a baked good.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
spoiling us with this. But if viewers their mouths are watering,
Yeah.
you're actually a personal chef too, right?
I am a private chef,
Private chef.
and if anybody wants to get a hold of me, very, very simple. Go to www.cheffrank, cheffrankgranito.com.
Perfect.
Everything you want to know about me is on that page.
Perfect. Every day will be pie day at your house. Listen around. Perfect. Well, you guys, I'm going to finish eating this.
Oh, me too.
I'm always caught chewing with my mouth full, so sorry. But you guys, we have more Coast Life coming your way. We'll be back in just a minute.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells. With our summer program that keeps your child physically and mentally active when they're out of school. Through captivating activities and insightful guest speakers, they will expand their knowledge in a fun and interactive way, including educational, hands-on field trips that'll keep your child entertained. Make every summer day memorable with Shells Early Learning Center. Register now and secure your spot in Shells summer program before the spots are gone. Shells, preparing our future generation.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
From the ground, your roof may appear to be in good condition, but what's really going on up there? At Precision Exteriors, we use cutting-edge drone technology to conduct a free 21-point roof inspection, detailing what's good or not so good about your roof. Got storm damage? We are experts working with insurance companies to quickly repair any damage.
I highly recommend Precision Exteriors. They've done 3 roofs for us and done an excellent job.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Hey everyone, I'm Terry, the plant care manager with AC Plant and Turf. Today I want to address an issue that a lot of homeowners are dealing with, and that's crepe myrtle bark scale, or CMBS. Like other scales, CMBS is a tiny insect that feeds on the sap of plants, which leads to the growth of black sooty mold. They can be found in the crevices on trunks or in the unions of branches and twigs. To find out more information or to schedule a consultation, please visit acplantandturf.com today.
Well, it's hard to tell right now what wedding season really is. I feel like it changes.
I think it does change.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of really any time now.
It can be any season. People are like, spring, it's wedding season, fall, it's wedding season.
It's wedding season, summer, you bet it.
It's
wedding season.
Exactly. But no matter what season you're getting married, this actually is pretty cool. Mattel is partnering with Azazi, which is like a dress company. They make really pretty dresses, to make Barbie-themed wedding dresses, bridesmaids dresses, and flower girl dresses.
Fun.
How cute.
So cute. Can you imagine being the flower girl
I know.
in a little Barbie dress?
That would be a dream. And I kind of thought these would be a little cheesy when I first heard of it.
Sure.
Yeah, but we have
a little
some
childish.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Or maybe like Barbie's dress where it's just boom, you know. But no, these are actually very, very tasteful, very beautiful, elegant dresses. So go team.
Yes.
Go Barbie.
If you wanted Barbie dream house, maybe you want your Barbie dream wedding.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it's very cute. They're all very feminine. You can, off the shoulders. Some have the different necklines. They did say that some of the bridesmaid dresses will be in the traditional like Barbie hot pink.
Fun.
So do you think that brides are going to be making like pink, like a comeback?
I think so. I mean, this 2023 going into 2024 was kind of the year of pink. It was a very girly, feminine, girl boss year. Although even less so like girl boss, but I think even more just like traditionally feminine year.
Sure, yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see sort of the return of your pinks and blushes and peaches and hot pinks and all that stuff. So I think, especially if they aren't, because I think Barbie, you would think maybe a little bit childish, but I think it's fun to see the sort of classy twist, I guess. But Barbie had so many different looks.
So, there's a lot to pick
She covered a lot of ground.
Exactly. I think the trends for weddings recently in the past few years were more neutrals, and we saw the sage greens and things like that coming back. I do think maybe this year we're going to see those more pops of color.
I think so.
Maybe Barbie inspired.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. So don't forget though, we can see us at the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Ocean City coming up on Saturday. Make your plans and we'll see you there.
That's right. But for now, we're going to let you go. It is about to have had so much fun hanging out with you. We hope you had fun hanging out with us. Coast TV News at 5 takes it from here, and we'll see you for Friday.
Woo.